Yeah, the Petit Menagerie. Who are we missing? We're missing a Mrs. Brahma. We're missing a black hen. I must start calling them hens now, because they're certainly looking like hens. Chestnuts are falling. Some chestnuts ready to burst out. There's a lot of husks on the ground, but there aren't chestnuts. What will happen is eventually the chestnuts will fall and burst out of the husks, and then I can go round and pick some up. Always, it doesn't matter what I do, I always prick my fingers. We're going to let you in, huh? Do you want to be let in? Let's go and do that. We've asked Ludo to do some sorting of these two trees when he's next here, and he's going to brush cut the potager. That pigeon's running away again. Wood pigeon. Is it a wood pigeon? There's the other hen. And Mrs. Broody is there, flattened. Gonna pick her up. Look, no egg. Hen's bum. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that. Come on then, everybody. Let's go. Close this door and hope they don't try following me before Ida comes in. So who have we got? We have now got a cockerel, a Brahma, another Brahma who's thirsty because she's been sitting. Definitely a cockerel. Much bluer on his back than the hens, is the greeny blue. Such pretty, aren't they? Pretty colour feathers. And you're going to look magnificent when you get all your feathering back, aren't you? Again. In you go. I'm not going to close them in yet because it's too early. I just thought I'd let them in so they can eat their food. Go on. I do think that is the one that I hatched. It's just very slow, poor thing. Right, leave them doing that. So the two guys have just come to measure properly the shutters, and they think that they'll be fitting them maybe in January or February. We just need to get a hold of the other people who are meant to be painting them, and that's proved difficult. So I fell up the stairs, taking one of the young guys up the stairs to measure the ones upstairs in the bedrooms, which was embarrassing. It was very sweet. He reminded me of my doctor, and he spoke a little bit of English. The clouds are pretty. That walnut is so tall, but I don't know how close it is to the house in terms of if it fell towards the house. Not that I'm expecting it to fall, but one never knows. Yeah, if it fell that way, it would be a bit of a problem. I'll just have to think positive. Tomatoes are still growing. That's so funny. A little bit late in the year for tomatoes. I can hear water. It's probably from rain, I hope. Yeah, I think it's just where the rain has settled. Certainly doesn't smell. And we did have the septic tank emptied several months back, so it's not time for your bread yet. You'll get that later when we come down and do the chickens properly, won't you? Huh? God, it looks amazing over there. It looks so different. It's a bit noisy though. I have to cover this wood soon. The trouble is it's got damp now, so it needs a few weeks of drying again before it gets covered, especially this lot, but I very much doubt we'll be using it this winter. And that's our view now. Restored. I'd love to find out what that wall was, if anything, what it's the remains of. So the shutters are going to be blue. They'll just look nice until they get weathered by the sun and by the rain and by the wind and by the frost and by the cold. And the window frames and door frames also going to get painted, and they're going to be blue as well, so it'll be all blue.